What happens is now Vincent is starting to see that this girl is making fun of Charlie Kirk, and Vincent loses it.
He then lets out that demonic laugh.
Vincent uses his car, and at 70 miles per hour, that's correct. He goes over and takes, unfortunately, the life of these two girls. They are now...
What? What? So, first, hold on, gang. So first she didn't rock with bro, and then she talked about Charlie Kirk, and you ran him over. I say, what's good, YouTube? I say, what's good, YouTube? I say, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, 3 Stacks. Say, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, 3 Stacks. What's good, YouTube? It's time to react. But today, we're going to have, it says Charlie Clark. I said Clark. Charlie Kirk fan Vincent Federloro snap and the conservatives stay silent. I ain't really big on politics, but I know about a little bit about Charlie Kirk. I ain't gonna make no comments on that matter, but let's get right into it.
Black on black crime? Oh my goodness. So I at first was gonna do a separate video about the comments that Don Lemon said regarding white men, and then how Matt Walsh did the meme. But I think this just flows more perfectly into this video. Because if you haven't heard, there was, I don't know, another common occurrence by this certain demographic. You had a white male, Vincent Battaloro, okay? Battaloro, it's hilarious that they call him Battaloro because you had to be batch crazy to do something like this. So Vincent is a representative, is emblematic of a large swath of this country. Okay. White, male, yeah. Incel, yeah. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and violent, and low impulse control. That's interesting. That's awfully similar to another demographic that they say. Never mind, that's not important. Let's continue on with the story. Well, Vincent was apparently trying to go after this girl, and the girl was like, no, leave me alone, you're weird. You know, right? Yeah, I'm sure they hear this all the time. You're weird, you're ugly, you're nasty, you got no muscles, you know, you got no game, right?
She reportedly had spurned his advances and had filed for a restraining order against him.
Hi, can I place an order for delivery, please? Can I get 2 large pepperoni pizzas? It'll be cash at the door.
He then lets out that demonic laugh.
So what happens is now Vincent is starting to see that this girl is making fun of Charlie Kirk, and Vincent loses it. He goes cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And Vincent goes so crazy, and I don't want to give him an out by saying crazy, because that I don't mean by like insanity, you know, oh, I'm innocent because I'm crazy. I mean like this is like their normal state. Just based off the pattern recognition, this is their normal state, is crazy. So Vincent uses his car, and at 70 miles per hour, that's correct. He goes over and takes, unfortunately, the life of these two girls. They are now...
What? What? So, first, hold on, gang. So first she didn't rock with bro, and then she talked about Charlie Kirk, and you ran him over? Oh my gosh, this dude's insane.
In heaven, God rest her soul. Something, you know, Charlie Kirk is unfamiliar with. Isn't that right, Charlie? Yeah, I know.
Tells viewers it's all because allegedly Maria had made fun of Charlie Kirk.
So this individual who was inspired by Charlie Kirk and the likes of Andrew Tate, he did this violent, heinous activity, this tragedy. And I'm very curious, maybe Piers Morgan will have me back on to talk about the violence of the right. Maybe J.D. Vance and Donald Trump will put out a tweet to talk about, you know, the violence of the right and how we have to cool down the temperature. Maybe Charlie Kirk. Yeah, maybe. I don't know if he can tweet from hell, but, you know, give it a shot. Ask Satan for permission. Maybe Charlie Kirk can tell us about this awesome shirt. And this, I will say, is an awesome shirt. How did per capita help Charlie Kirk? Can someone explain that to me? For all the high IQ white men out there, can one of y'all explain it to me? I find it so fascinating. Now, tying back in to what Don Lemon said, which was white men, y'all are broken, y'all need help.
Men who look like you, men who vote like you, and men who sound like you. White men, something is broken.
Damn.
Something is cracked.
Damn.
Deep inside, when so many of you believe the answer to fear, to loss, to change is violence.
And the irony of Matt Walsh talking about, well, black men are way more violent. Sir, within a time span of what, maybe a few weeks, y'all killed Charlie Kirk. Y'all did a mass shooting, multiple mass shootings. Y'all now just attacked someone, actually took the life of 2 innocent girls because of words, all right?
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it.
All of me talking, getting upset about me over memes. Bruh. And then they want to talk about, well, black on black crime. Listen, how does per capita, how did that help these 2 girls? How did per capita help Charlie Kirk? How did per capita help the kids that were praying in the middle of prayer that a white male youth went and the school, okay, the church? How does that help them? Can someone explain that to me? This is a great shirt. I love this shirt. Per capita, all right? This may be the only shirt I wear for all of my videos, okay? For the
I don't know too much about like statistics and stuff, but like partially what he's saying is true. A lot, as a black man, a lot comes from, you know what I'm saying, us having that feeling of like fatigue, like where we're always getting painted as like this violent person whole time. Everybody has violent tendencies, and you know what I'm saying, people of that other skin color tend to show that also. So don't make it like a black thing or something like that. And, you know, I do agree with what he's talking about. Granted, you know what I'm saying, I'm not going to make fun of someone's death. But everything else, like, aside from, like, the, like, you know what I'm saying, little small remarks, I do agree with it.
The rest of this year, how did the per capita, how'd that help? Can someone explain that to me? All right, anybody in the audience? Perhaps what you should be focused on is yourself. Perhaps instead of deflecting blame and responsibility on black crime, because I don't know how black on black crime affects you, little Timmy. How did black on black crime affect Charlie Kirk, huh? How did black on black crime affect these 2 girls? How did black on black crime affect, you know, anyone in the history of this country, to be honest with you? There has been one group of people, and these evil people, all right, the lineage of evil, as I call them, all right? When it comes to these white males, and it's always a white male, always. You can look throughout all of history, it always stems from a white male.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Always. And let me just be clear, I'm not blaming all white men. No. I'm not doing that, because you have to understand, that's what they love to do. That's what they try to argue with Don Lemon, right? Well, you're married to a white male. Listen, the white male that Don Lemon's talking about, the white male that I'm talking about, they would have killed him, okay? They would have had him hanging from a tree and called him an N-word lover. That's what they would have done, all right? Damn. So there is a group of white men throughout this country who would have killed the good white men, who would have tried to stop, hey, we shouldn't do slavery. They would have killed them, and they did. Hey, we shouldn't do this. Hey, we should allow women to vote. They would have killed them, and they did. Every single progress that we've had in this country, there have been these evil white men, and everyone else who try to stop them. And
That is true.
eventually it gets to the point where they're in such a position of power that they terrorize. And we see this now with Donald Trump, okay, who I very much believe is a part of this lineage of evil, who are now terrorizing the country. And it's up to everyone else, all of us, to stand up and fight against this tyranny, to stand up and fight against this censorship, against this fascist dictator, all right? This Hitler is what J.D. Vance said. I didn't call him that. Vance called him Hitler.
I'm a never Trump guy. Never liked him. Terrible candidate. Idiot if you voted for him. Might be America's Hitler. Might be a cynical a-hole. Cultural heroine. Noxious and reprehensible.
Because these people want to deflect blame. They want to have the majority of y'all white ignorance. And I'm going to call y'all that because that's what y'all are. Unfortunately, you guys are useful idiots to the white elites. All these people praising JD Vance, all these people praising Trump, all these people praising these white pundits. They don't live where you live, okay? And I'm the only person, along with, I'll say, Don Lemon. Don Lemon's trying to help you all out as well. But I've been trying to help you guys out for quite some time. I've been trying to tell you that the Lyndon B. Johnson quote is what's going to destroy and implode this country. You are so focused on a white girl on a train, okay, who is horrible tragedy, but you're focused on the black person and not the schizophrenia.
No, that's actually true. People be so ready to like bring race into everything when it comes to like a violent act. Like they're like, for example, we can walk down the street, right, and there could be a white dude and he can get killed or something bad can happen to him. And if it has a black connotation to it, they won't even care about the fact that the man really of what happened to him. They would just care about the fact that somebody black did it. You feel what I mean? Like, but then when it's a white on white, now they're like, wow, that's such a tragedy. Like people are crazy. Like it's never made to be seen like all white people are like this or all da 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 like this. You feel me? So nah, I do agree. There's a lot. People lose the whole purpose of certain things solely based off of the race that it's associated with. And I don't like that.
The person suffer from, okay? Because apparently black people can't have mental problems because that is exclusive to white people in their heads. That's what you have to understand. And per capita, they would be correct, okay? Y'all got it when it comes to mental health. Y'all got it when it comes to suicide. Y'all got it when it comes to degeneracy of any and all kind. Y'all got it when it comes to vandalism, arson, money laundering, tax fraud. I can go on and on and on, all the crimes per capita y'all represent. The only way it can help you is if you care about you. And the sad part is, I hope all the white people, okay, the white ignorants, all right, hope all y'all are listening to me, they don't care about you. That's correct. They don't care about you. And you don't care about you. That's what they've conditioned you to believe, is that you don't care so much about, you care so little about you that you're more focused on black people. You're more focused on black. Your house is burning and you too busy snooping into, they not supposed to have a dog in the house. Let me call HOA. That's the type. Your house is literally on fire. Your hand is falling off. It's
Nah, literally, I had a problem with like one of my neighbors. I literally was over here and we were playing basketball in our cul-de-sac. And keep in mind, this lady is about to get ready to move out of her crib. Like I don't know what she had going on, but she was getting to the point where it was time for her to move. And instead of focusing on her own being, we have been playing basketball in that cul-de-sac for months. But she went and complained to the head of the neighborhood, whatever it's called, to get us kicked out of the cul-de-sac. But down the street, it was a little palm colored people who were doing the same thing, and she had no issue with that. I'm just saying.
melting. That's correct, as the fire is melting the skin from your hand, and you're in the middle of trying to call the police on the black person. Damn. That is damaging. That's gonna harm you, and it's gonna harm the country that y'all built, right? That y'all were Vikings and y'all were conquerors, all right? That's what I'm just trying to help you. Just genuinely trying to help you, okay? Because as the sun comes closer to the earth, guess who are one of the first people who are gonna go bye-bye? Anyways, guys, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think, whether or not you believe, you're just a race baiter. That's what you are. You're just a race baiter. Or if you don't believe, listen, I'm not making it racial. I'm just making an observation. It seems like there's a certain demographic that is per capita throughout history has caused a lot of harm and turmoil, even to their own kind, okay? I didn't stop white women from voting. I didn't stop white women from getting a job. I didn't do any of those things, okay? So I'm just, even to your own women, y'all have been degenerate. And
But yeah, so, but nah, real rap, this Charlie Kirk fan thing, the fact that I haven't seen this like all over like TikTok or all over Twitter or all over social media, that just shows how different it is. If it was another way around, or if it was somebody that looked like me that did something like this, it'll be plastered everywhere to see. Now, you know what I'm saying? But without further ado, this ain't really a very political channel. I just felt this interesting, and hopefully y'all like the video. This your boy 3 Stacks. You know I'm gonna keep it 3,000. I want y'all to like, share, subscribe. I love y'all. On to the next one. Peace. I'm done.
I got big packs coming on the way. I got big stacks coming out to save. I got Lil Max with me, he the way. It's a big gap between us in the game. In the next life, I'm trying to stay paid. When I die, put my